Wearing formal attire is also a form of training.
Here. Face your judgment! Anything out, it's over. This is the will of Krampus. Farewell. The outcome is set. A gap. Got you. Big farewell. Your tomorrow.
Wait, time for a surprise! Don't you know? Keep my dress straight and look okay. Come on! Don't be nervous!
Anything else?
Time to split! Drawn from countless legends, melodies, and dreams! This battlefield belongs to us! Thanatos Sun!
Sit back. Let me handle this.
I got you! Go ahead, pretty, right?
I'll watch over you.
Reverse shockwave!
Allow me. Out of the way.
Leave it to me! Laser shadow!
Too slow.
Whoa! Now that's teamwork! Slumber in the mist. summer day with Lord Phaethon.
Don't just think about it. Do it. Pick me, and I promise you'll earn big.
Oh, it's you, Lord Phaethon. What can I do for you?
Are you feeling okay today? You don't really seem like yourself.
What? Not at all. You're imagining things. Besides, even if I really had something on my mind, I wouldn't dare trouble you with it. You're the great Lord Phaethon, a legendary proxy. I'm sure you have a million things on your plate. I'm just an ordinary, boring girl you happen to cross paths with through your work. You don't need to lower yourself by talking to the likes of me.
Did I do something to make you this angry?
Oh? What makes you ask that? Unless you've been up to something you shouldn't have behind my back. Otherwise, how could you be so sure you're the one I'm angry at? If you didn't do anything wrong, you wouldn't be acting this way right now. But then, if you already know you did something wrong, why bother asking me?
You're scary when you're angry, and I can't shake the feeling I've been pulled right into the middle of things.
You think I'm scary now? I barely said anything and you're already losing patience. Perfect. If it bothers you so much, you can leave, and I won't annoy you any longer.
If you really didn't want to see me anymore, you could have just walked away. You kept telling me to leave, but you didn't walk away either. That tells me it's not what you really want. Come on, Vivian, let's talk. If something's really bothering you, you know you can just tell me.
Am I really annoying, Lord Phaethon?
You don't need to apologize. It's not like I'm going to just stop talking to you. But can you tell me what's really going on?
Lord Phaethon, I thought I'd finally caught up to you. But now I see, this wasn't the finish line. There's always so many people around you, and they're all stronger than me. They can go into the hollows with you, and you guys share so many exciting stories. I'm just a minor footnote in a dramatic story that's your life. I used to think that if I try my best, I'd finally have the courage to stand in front of you confidently. But now, that confidence is gone again.
I wasn't born a legendary proxy. To put it simply, it took me a long time to get to where you'd notice there's a proxy in this world called Phaethon. I've never stopped moving forward. So it isn't that you finally caught up to me. We met because our paths happened to cross while we're both moving forward.
Lord Phaethon.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Lord Phaethon!
What's wrong? Whatever you want to say, I'm here to listen.
No matter how far you go, or who stands beside you, one day, I'll climb high enough to share the same view with you. And one day, I'll become the most important person in your life. I'll become your first choice, no matter the situation. That's my goal from now on. No matter how long it takes, I'll make it come true.
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
I'm sorry for snapping at you today. I guess I was just feeling a little vulnerable. Can you stay with me a bit longer? You don't need to do anything. Just stay with me for a little bit.
Of course. And not just today. Whenever you feel uneasy, I'll be there for you.
Thank you, Lord Phaethon. Manager! Do you really have the old movie I've been looking for?
I do. It took me forever to track down, but I found it eventually.
Yay! Thanks, Manager. I honestly thought I'd never get to see this movie again. If you're free right now, would you like to watch it with me? I don't remember a whole lot. Most of the details are kind of fuzzy now,
but I promise the soundtrack is fantastic.
A movie that stuck with you like that must be really good. Let's watch it together then.
This movie is actually pretty hard to understand. When I watched it as a kid, I think I only paid attention to the main characters singing. But watching it again now, it feels different in a special way. Manager, what do you think?
Maybe it's a fantasy movie. The pianist could actually be a witch with magic powers. Or maybe even some kind of deity. Someone who could just erase all traces of her life in the town once her task was done.
That's a totally valid interpretation. But personally, I feel like the message the movie's trying to send is actually a lot simpler. Manager, can I tell you what I think? I feel like the pianist is really just the townsfolk's own yearning for music. Maybe music doesn't quite cover it. It's more like they're longing for a better life. This town has lived through a disaster, and the shadow it left behind is like the thick fog that refuses to lift. And to live normally again, they have to overcome that shadow. The pianist symbolizes that longing, something buried in people's hearts. She's not a real person, but she still guides them and eventually clears the fog.
Wow. Suna, that actually makes a lot of sense. You might have the makings of a film critic.
You? I honestly can't tell if you're actually complimenting me or just teasing me. The reason I think that way is because I've had an experience similar to the townsfolk in the movie. When the old capital fell, my family was lucky. We managed to evacuate to a safe zone before the disaster reached us. I was just a kid, so I didn't understand what any of it meant or why we had to leave the home I knew so well. But I could see the looks on the adults' faces. They looked scared.
The fall of the old capital happened so suddenly. Everyone was probably terrified of what might happen next. And since you were just a child back then, you must have picked up on those emotions too.
Yeah. It wasn't until much later that I understood what everyone had been so worried about. What if the hollow suddenly expanded and swallowed the new shelter we'd built? What if our bodies had already been subtly affected by it without us noticing? What if... Oh, those countless what-ifs piled up into fear, weighing heavily on everyone's hearts. People living in our area always had a gloomy look on their faces. But then, one day, something changed. No one knew who did it, but a piano appeared in the center of the square. And from that day on, the sound of a piano began to fill the town. Clumsy kids, people who knew just a little about music, teachers who played well, everyone took turns at the piano. The notes they played were something pretty, sometimes messy, and before long, it became something everyone joined in on. Music took the place of words, connecting all of us who had been brought together by fear in a completely different way. It was like tiny gems scattered through our lives, little sparks of light that helped clear the fog in everyone's hearts.
So you starting to write songs and choosing a path in music is tied to that experience, right?
Yes! It's just like in the movie, music can awaken the strength that lies dormant in our hearts. Or rather, it's one of the ways that strength takes form. In the days filled with disaster, and in the days of peace and joy, that strength has always been there, supporting us as we move forward. My dream is to create a lot of music that gives people strength, so they can hum along and breeze through the little challenges in life. I think instead of living in fear, pain, and sorrow, I'd much rather live in a world filled with music.
Just as I thought. Aside from the news about Hollow Champion, there's no info on Romule.
Yep. Just like an ultra-rare, limited-time character exclusive to the competition. Once it ended, she completely disappeared. By the way, where did Cecilia go? Wasn't she with you just now?
She got a phone call and suddenly ran out, saying she had to rush to 141 to grab the freshest egg pudding in New Eridan.
For Cecilia to get that nervous? I guess that must have been a call from Commissioner Severian, right?
Yeah, that's what I figured. Since she isn't here, we might as well start discussing a few things that are probably best kept from public security. Apart from Commissioner Severian, I have a feeling Tops wouldn't simply turn a blind eye to Romuel. If we want to locate her before they do and get the Porceloid W engine back, we need to gain the upper hand in intelligence. And when it comes to gathering intel...
That's where Fairy shines.
A reasonable conclusion, Master. Notice, during your conversation with the second assistant, the search for information on the individual, Romuel, was completed. 19,732 matching results were found.
Nice work, Fairy. But why are there so many matches?
Logic. Second assistant is unable to precisely describe Romuel's physical traits, offering only the following keywords to assist Supreme Assistant in completing the search. Pink hair. Operates alone. Young woman. Kind of a baddie. Actually, definitely a baddie.
Something strange got mixed in there.
You're the one who's familiar with her. I can only rely on your description and fill in the rest with my imagination.
Reminder. Please provide more relevant keywords to narrow down the results and improve their accuracy.
Let me think. Romuel's appearance...
Understood. Refining the search results using the new keywords. Estimated completion time, 600 seconds.
Huh? Someone at the door? It shouldn't be locked. I'll go check. Coming! Belle, what's wrong? Are you all right?
Teacher? Miss Carol? Was that her?
Carol? Who's that? I'm the only one here. Something's wrong with your shop's front door. I can't get in.
Our shop door isn't designed to let someone squeeze through while carrying snack bags twice as big as it.
Did I just imagine that? After all, why would Teacher be here?
Belle, are you okay? You were talking about Teacher. Did you dream about her?
I think it was just a dream. But I'm fine now. Don't worry.
Glad you're okay. Oh, right. On my way back just now, I received a super important message from Demon Lord.
Important message? Is it a clue about Romuel?
Fine. I want to say yes, but at best it's only a very slight connection. Considering this specialist's exceptional performance during the competition, the sharp-eyed Demon Lord has reached a decision, granting me, Cecilia, a full week, that is, 5 working days of paid leave.
Congratulations. But, Cecilia, what does this have to do with Romuel?
Well, hold on. I'm not finished yet. The Demon Lord's paid leave, of course, comes with some extra conditions attached. He requires me to continue searching for traces of Romuel with you during my time off. Just treat it as paid leave. Yes, that's exactly what he said. In other words, for the next week, I'll be acting not as a member of public security, but as myself, working alongside you all.
Is there any difference?
Of course there is. The Demon Lord said that during my leave, he'll forcibly shut off my communicator. He personally guarantees he won't contact me and even advised me not to reach out to him either. Even if the communicator were still on, I probably wouldn't want to contact him anyway.
In other words, public security won't receive any updates about our actions from now on. I have a feeling Commissioner Severian must have some other motive.
Fair. Our AI assistant just sent a message. The search results have been filtered.
Filtered? What?
You'll find out soon enough. Come on, let's check out the clues about Romuald, the pink-haired baddie who operates alone.
Didn't expect your AI assistant to be this capable. It can even access street cameras? Oh, I see now. So that's why the Demon Lord sent me to protect you. You must have connections in public security who outrank him. They're the ones who gave you access, right?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go with that for now.
I knew it. Come on, let me see what your AI assistant found. Wait, who are all these people?
Response. These are search results that may be related to Romuald. Based on the keywords provided by Master, I performed a second round of filtering on the search results and identified the following different types of Romuald. Shy Romuald. Fluffy type Romuald. Best friends already Romuald.
Romuald? Wait, it's actually a whole family?
No, it's just a mistake in the search results. Don't add misleading descriptors. Cecilia will take them seriously.
Is this a coincidence? They're not Romuald, but these are all people we know.
For efficiency, among hundreds of photos of pink-haired individuals, those most closely associated with Master are prioritized at the top of the filtered results. This maximizes the chance of seeing the most relevant results. Online, this kind of phenomenon is referred to as a pink hair filter bubble.
I've never heard of such a thing. Belle, could you add a few more keywords to narrow down the search?
Let me think. Pink hair, but no hood. Right! She has a black ribbon in her hair. And...
New keywords confirmed. Optimizing the filtering criteria now.
Looks like a few more rounds of optimizing are needed. Wonder what kind of Romuald will turn up this time.
Filtering complete. Showing the image with the highest match.
Ah! That's her! That's the one! Romuald type Romuald! A photo of her was on the Demon Lord's desk. He wouldn't let me touch it or take a picture of it, but I've seen it before! That's definitely her.
Didn't expect her to be found so quickly. Well done, fair, AI assistant.
Thank you for your recognition. Fit AI assistant looks forward to serving you again.
the place in the photo is... the T-Milk store at Lumina Square? Isn't that right next to the public security building?
Come on, Belle. Let's head to Lumina Square and ask Coco if she remembers anything about Romuald. She shouldn't be off work yet.
Alright, fine, I'll go with you. Hopefully we won't run into the Demon Lord just getting off work. No, wait! I'm on vacation now! Nothing to be afraid of! Let's go, we're heading out!
Billy said he'd wait for us near the metro station. Let's go.
Hey, managers! You're here!
You look like you're in a good mood, Billy. What upgrades did you get?
Manager, notice anything different about me? Look closely. There's one part of me that really stands out.
Not at all. Your looks and attitude are pretty much unchanged.
You missed it because you weren't looking closely enough. Here, this module on my chest. Do you see it?
It doesn't seem like it looks any different.
It looks like it can be pressed now?
That's right! As expected of you, manager. You spotted it right away.
So, what happens if you press it?
Don't rush. You'll see when the time is right. I had to borrow half of your salary in advance from boss to get it. I can't think of any word to describe it other than invincible!
Nicole, in advance on your salary? I really can't think of any reason she'd make such a wildly out-of-character decision.
Right. Boss, along with Ambi and Nekomata, haven't been around lately. They said they went out of town to negotiate a big deal while we were in the middle of the competition. When I called her, the signal on her end seemed pretty bad, and her voice kept cutting in and out. But I heard the words approved loud and clear. There's no mistaking it.
But isn't half a year's salary a bit much? Even if Nicole agreed, doesn't that mean you won't be able to buy any Starlight Night merch for a long time?
Yeah, that's right. If I'd followed the standard process, it wouldn't have been this expensive. Most of the cost came from paying for overnight rush work. But still, we're up against a pretty tough opponent this time. The better prepared we are, the better the chance that we can help you recover the W engine, manager. I said I'd get it for you no matter what. This is just a tiny part of what that means.
Thank you, Billy.
Anyway, I'll handle this. I got careless before and didn't notice the W engine being stolen. But the Starlight Knights never fall for the same trick twice! So, where do we go look for this Romuel?
Let's go to the tea milk store. She recently stopped by there, so Coco might know where she went next. We can ask her.
I hope Coco is at the tea milk store right now.
Welcome to Richard Tea Milk. What would you like to drink today?
Actually, we wanted to ask about someone who came to your shop recently.
Ask about someone? Well, my memory isn't very good. And so many customers come here every day, I can't possibly remember them all. I'll do my best to help. Her! I remember her.
You recognized her immediately. Looks like she left a strong impression.
was a very special customer. I remember. Welcome to Richard T-Milk. What can I get for you today?
Let me see. What's this, Richard's Hot List?
These are the best-selling T-Milks in the shop over the past month or so. The #1 item on the list is our most popular new drink, a limited-time offering. The Triple Caramel Jumbo Boba Pearl Oolong Tea Milk. It's super delicious.
Pearl? Why would you put pearls in tea milk? Wouldn't that taste fishy and be too hard to chew?
No, they aren't real pearls. They're freshly made toppings for the tea milk, soft and chewy with a rich caramel flavor. Or you could try our second best-selling drink, the Nitro Fuel Lemon Tea. It's delicious too.
Nitro fuel? Have people's stomachs gotten strong enough to handle fuel now? This isn't meant for intelligent constructs, is it?
No, it's not real fuel. It's a nitro fuel. Anyway, it's a very refreshing and healthy beverage that everyone loves, especially people who work in office buildings. Weird. Miss Customer keeps asking questions about totally normal things. Is she just trying to make my job more difficult? If none of these are to your liking, we also have the third most popular drink.
Okay, I've decided. I'll take the first, second, and third. One of each, please.
Okay, no problem. Which one would you like us to open for you? I can pack the others to go. Or we can also pack all 3 if you'd like.
Open them all.
Alright, I'll open them all for you. All 3! You're drinking them right now?
Of course. I'm curious whether this list is accurate, and I have to try every drink to know for sure. Once I get an idea like that, I have to act on it. Who knows if I'll ever be back here again? If I pass it up, the question will sit in the back of my mind for a long, long time. And I can't have that.
That's it. Then she held the 3 tea milks in her hands, taking turns sipping each one as she walked away.
So, the new lead is... Romuald really likes tea milk?
Oh, right. She also asked me where she could find a store selling trendy toys and gadgets nearby. I pointed her towards Sanzi's studio, so she probably went that way.
A solid clue. Let's head to Sanzi's studio now.
Did you know? The new stuff at Sanzi Studio is pretty good. I've been hearing rumors they're doing a Starlight Night collab next. Not sure if that's true, though.
A girl with pink hair. I think I know who you're talking about. She did come by. Said some strange things and did some strange things. I remember her.
Strange things?
Yeah, it wasn't a busy day. I remember... Welcome. If anything catches your eye, feel free to take a look. If you have any questions.
They all look pretty interesting. I've never seen any of these toys before.
Of course. That's exactly what my studio is all about. Things you've never seen before. Whether it's 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future. My creations are truly one of a kind.
100 years in the future. That confident? A lot can change over that kind of time, you know.
I'm sure that even by then, people won't see my work as outdated. They might even think it's the next big trend. I'm that confident in my creations.
If you put it that way, I kind of want to buy one now. Let me see. This bamboo.
This one's pretty popular. It's called Waiting for Meltdown. Most of its buyers are young, just starting out in their careers, just like this piece of art. They hover along that uncertain boundary between growth and aging.
I see what you mean. And, in a way, it reminds me of myself. I'll take it. How much?
Sorry, but we don't take pennies. Inspiration is the only currency here.
Inspiration.
Yes. Whether it's stories or ideas, customers offer their thoughts, which I turn into inspiration for my next piece. So if you want Waiting for Meltdown, you need to pay with inspiration. For example, tell me why it reminds you of yourself.
All right. Then I'll tell you a story. One forsaken by time.
And just like that, she traded a rather fascinating story for Waiting for Meltdown.
So, what was the story about?
I'm afraid that's a trade secret. It may become my next creation, so I can't share it just yet. Not until it's been shaped into something like a thought you can touch. Please understand.
What if the lead we're looking for is in that story?
Hold on, E. You mentioned that she said some strange things, and did some strange things too. That could also be an important lead.
Yes. Before we even spoke, she lingered outside the studio for a while, drinking 3 cups of tea milk at the same time with intense focus. It was really strange. Who drinks 3 cups of tea milk at once? But I didn't ask. I thought maybe it was some new trend or some kind of weird ritual.
Well, there goes our lead.
Oh, right. There's something else. Before she left, she asked where she could find scenery of old Eridan, where she could see what the world was like 100 years ago. I joked that she could check out the cinema across the street. And to my surprise, she actually went.
She went to the cinema to see old Eridu? That doesn't sound right. Let's go take a look. The cinema is right across. Let's go ask Haley.
Take your time and look around. You're not looking for something weird, right? Like rainbow-colored black? Not gonna take another look? Got 10 more designs in the works. There'll definitely be one you'll love.
Are you all together? What movie are you looking to see? Ah, it's you! 1, 2, 3. Have you gotten tired of bringing just one person at a time?
Huh?
We're not here for movies today. We're here to ask about this person.
Oh, I remember this customer. I still feel a bit sorry for not being able to help her.
What do you mean you weren't able to help her?
The other day, she came up to me and asked, "Hello, what movie would you like to see today?"
Probably an older movie. One where you can see the old city. Or even further back in time. Something more, retro, I guess.
Got it. I think This Is How I Am might be the movie you're looking for. It's a retro-style documentary capturing scenes of everyday life before the old Capitol fell. Basically, it's what our parents grew up with.
So, do you like this movie?
Huh? Me? I do. Honestly, I like pretty much every movie we show here.
I'm not talking about the movie itself, but the kind of life it shows. I'm curious how people today think of that era. All right, I'll take a ticket for This Is How I Am, preferably for the soonest available screening.
Sure thing. Just a moment, please. Oh, I'm so sorry. We don't have any screenings of that movie today. There have been a lot of new movies lately, and they're all pretty popular, so older movies like this are... The next showing should be around 10 p.m. the day after tomorrow, if that works for you.
I see. That's a shame. I probably won't be here by then. But every now and then, a little regret like this isn't so bad, don't you think?
I'm really sorry I couldn't help.
It's okay. Oh, by the way, is there a place nearby that sells flowers?
There's a flower shop just outside to the left.
A new clue. Ramiel wanted to watch an old movie, and after leaving the cinema, she went to Orchidea's flower shop.
Hey, Belle. I think I found something suspicious.
Huh? Did I miss something?
What Haley said earlier about bringing just one person at a time to the cinema. What did she mean by that, Belle? Care to explain?
Yes, I noticed that as well. It's a new clue about Belle.
Feels like a clue that wasn't meant to be found.
Oh, don't worry about it. Let's head to the flower shop. What if Orchidea gets off work before we get there?
I keep thinking about her stopping by the cinema.
This Romuel. Is she planning to check out every corner of Lumina Square or what?
The woman in the photo did come by my shop, but there was nothing particularly unusual about her. She just bought a bouquet of witherblooms. I see. You want to buy flowers to honor the departed. In that case, I would recommend white chrysanthemums or lilies, as they symbolize pure love and remembrance.
Do you have any white witherblooms?
We do have them, but they're not typically used for funerals or similar occasions.
That's fine. I'll take a bouquet of witherblooms. Oh, by the way, how would I get to Route 6 in Minerva Quarter?
Route 6 in Minerva Quarter? That place was sealed off as a restricted area when the old city fell. These days, there's probably no conventional way to get there. However, if you don't mind taking a bit of a detour, you could try heading to Blazewood in the Outer Ring first. There are rumors that one of the hollows near there connects to Minerva Quarter, but they're only rumors, and the hollow's really dangerous. Please, just forget what I said.
A detour, huh? That sounds like a hassle. It'd probably take a lot of time. Blazewood. Another name I've never heard of. I'll just go straight through the restricted area.
Huh? You've never been to Blazewood? It's quite a fun place. There's a cheese restaurant that runs on passion. Legends that carry the taste of wind and sand and more nitro fuel than you could ever finish. I don't go there often, but it's definitely worth a visit.
Nitro fuel. Well, I guess I don't have a choice. All right, it's decided. I'll take a slight detour and check out Blazewood.
And she left after buying the flowers. It sounded like she was heading to Blazewood. I hope that helps with your search.
Thanks, Orchidea. That's really helpful. By the way, when did this happen?
It was yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning? Knowing what she's like, she's probably already left Blazewood by now.
That's fine. As long as the trail hasn't gone cold, we keep moving. Let's head to Blazewood and ask around.
I can't stop thinking about the witherblooms. Fairy, can you look up any information on them and see if there's anything unusual?
Understood, Master. I will gather information on witherblooms while you travel to Blazewood.
Oh, Proxy! It's been a while. You guys here to hang out in Blazewood?
Must be nice. Traveling around, making new friends everywhere. That's what it means to be young. Unlike little old me, already too worn out to even think about traveling.
Lighter and Lucy already filled us in on what happened at the competition. Nice work out there, Proxies. Billy, you did great too.
Why does it sound like you're only complimenting me as an afterthought? I'll take it.
But the papers say some of the prizes went missing, and the whole thing got shut down because of some chaos. Is that actually what happened?
Yep. So basically, this is what happened.
I see. But I haven't run into any pink-haired strangers lately. You might want to ask someone else. Normally, the Sons of Caledon would be all over this, but things have been kinda complicated lately. We'll give it our best shot, though.
What's been going on? Has something happened?
It's Tops. I have no idea what's up with them, but they suddenly flooded the outer ring. Over the last few days, they've sent a bunch of strange people and machines into the hollow near Blazewood. I mean, it's a hollow, so we can't exactly tell them to stay out, but trust me, when those guys start swarming like that, it's never good news. Especially since this isn't even their turf. So I've called everyone back to Blazewood for the time being. Lighter and Lucy are on patrol, and the rest of us are on high alert for whatever Tops is planning.
I see. But for Tops to be making moves now, could it be related to Romuel? Or maybe...
Could it be Rusty Cliff? If they followed the trail from the competition to Romuel, that tracks. But would they really go this far? We'll have to just play it by ear and see what happens.
Where'd Cecilia go? We were so caught up in the conversation.
Her? As soon as we hit Blazewood, she took off to catch up with some friends. Look! She's over there with Big Daddy!
Ah, there she is. Let's go say hello to Big Daddy as well.
You go ahead. Caesar and I will keep an eye out for any clues on this Romuel girl.
Thank you so much. Be careful, and keep an eye on Tops, too.
Relax. The outer ring is Sons of Caledon territory. Anywhere our bikes can reach, there's nothing we can't handle.
Cecilia and Big Daddy seem to be having a great time chatting.
Looks like they're close. So, you guys finished asking around? Got any intel?
Caesar and Piper both said they haven't seen Romuel.
Big Daddy doesn't have anything on Romuel either.
We all came back to Blazewood together. If any of us had seen a stranger, somebody would have remembered.
You two know each other? Yeah, I've known the Sons of Caledon for ages.
If I remember right, back then you were going around saying you were looking for the champion. We all thought you meant Lighter. Turned out you were after the first champion. Oh, speaking of Lighter, there he is. I've got stuff to take care of. Why don't you guys ask some of the others? Oh, and maybe check with Bernice. She was gone for a while last night.
The first champion, huh?
Want to hear the story? It's the Outer Ring's famous legend, the Reaper and the Champion! Not just Big Daddy, even old Demir talks about it all the time.
Old Demir? Yeah, if he had a hand in it. No wonder Big Daddy said it's not entirely true.
What's the legend? Don't leave us hanging. Tell us already. You're that interested, huh? Well, I just so happen to know the full version already. Listen up. The legend of the first champion, famed throughout the Outer Ring. Long, long ago, the terrifying Caledon Reaper roamed the Outer Ring. It had a body made of steel, frightening claws, and breathed flames hotter than 10,000 degrees, threatening to burn Blazewood down.
Caledon Reaper? Do you know about it, Billy?
No.
Don't cut in! This is the important part! Until one day, the champion arrived and challenged the Caledon Reaper. He struck first, firing golden lasers from his eyes that pierced straight through the Reaper's steel body. Then he used his indestructible Wanderer's cape to seal the Reaper's mouth just as it was about to spit fire. And finally, with a rocket punch, he blasted the Reaper clean out of the Outer Ring with a single blow. Whapa! And just like that, the people of Blazewood could live peacefully and freely once again. This is the legend of the Outer Ring. The story of the first champion. So, the first champion is incredible, right?
What do you think about the cape, Billy?
Me? It's good for keeping sand off, I guess. But totally indestructible? That's kind of exaggerated. It is pretty tough, though. Perfect for carrying Starlight Knight card packs and merch.
What are you even talking about? A champion would never use a cape of honor and glory like some raggedy old sack. That thing is a Void Hunter grade treasure. Legend has it that if you have it on, even Hoshimi Miyabi with her strongest slash...
It'll cut through for sure. Just one casual slash from Hoshimi Miyabi, and that cape and the person wearing it are getting split clean in two, just like that scene in the Starlight Knight recap special!
If you want to test that theory, we can help you contact Miss Miyabi. I'm sure she'll treat that slash like it's one of her training exercises.
Come on! Don't worry about those old dusty tales! You should be more excited about the new legend that's about to drop! Trust me, my new form would make even the first champion jealous! Just press here on my chest. Boom! Transformation! From now on, the Outer Ring will be talking about the legends of Cunning Hairs, Billy! Wait, no! Legends of Starlight, Billy! If this new form shows up in a Starlight Knight movie, people would recognize it instantly! Eyes sparkling, shouting, "Whoa! It's him! He's so cool! The Lone Wolf, unmatched in power! The rogue Starlight Knight who can wipe out all the villains on his own! Billy Special!"
What was that last part? Sounds like a fizzy drink from Cheesetopia.
Well then, Billy, quit stalling. Transform now and let's see who's stronger, you or the first champion.
Billy. I like that! It sounds even cooler than special. Very unique. As for which one's stronger, that's not important. What matters is that this one is cooler, flashier, and more like a Starlight Knight, 100%! Once we run into some ethereals, I'll show you what I've got!
What's the point of being cool? It's not like the ethereals care how cool you look.
You wouldn't get it. This is what makes it special to be an intelligent construct. It's the Starlight Knight way!
Let's put the Starlight Knight talk aside and get back to our prize thief. Big Daddy hasn't seen anyone that looks like Romuald, so we'll need to ask around some more.
Huh?
Bernice, right? Is she down there?
Belle, let's ask her as well. She's relatively well-informed and might have a lead on Romuald.
Sure, let's go. If Bernice doesn't remember either, well, better just ask her.
You're looking for someone? Well, who is it, and what do they look like?
She's most likely been to Blazewood, but Caesar and Big Daddy haven't seen her. Maybe she came through when none of you were around. I'm guessing you haven't seen her either?
Oh, her? She's a good friend of mine.
A good friend? You know her?
Of course, we're besties. We hit it off right away. I've never met anyone like... what was her name again?
You don't even know your good friend's name?
Well, we only just met. I might have forgotten to ask her name, but we spent the whole night drinking Nitro Fuel together. She told me it was her first time drinking Nitro Fuel, and she fell in love with it right away. I never thought I'd meet a rival like that. My throne, the throne of Outer Ring Fuel God, is shaking.
What happened after that? Did she mention where she was headed next?
Yeah, she did. She said she wants to go to this dreamy garden full of Nitro Fuel trees.
There's no such thing as nitro fuel trees. Did the nitro fuel go to your heads or something? Aside from that, did you talk about anything else?
Maybe not.
That's such an ambiguous answer. Is there something you can't tell us about? Please, Bernice. Her whereabouts are very important to us.
Oh, no, nothing like that. I just forgot. I might have had a bit too much to drink last night, so I can't remember anything except the Nitro Fuel. Oh, wait. I got it! If I have another Nitro Fuel and recreate the moment, I'm sure I'll remember something. I think I'm starting to remember. Oh, the Hollow! She asked me how to get to the Hollow closest to Blazewood.
The Hollow closest to Blazewood. That's a solid lead. Considering when she left, Romuald's probably already inside.
Ooh, Romuald! So that's her name. Doesn't really feel like it fits her.
Yeah, that's because it's an alias. Our AI assistant is calling me.
Master, I've gathered some information on the Witherblooms. I hope it's helpful. The white Witherblooms Romuald bought from Orchidea are commonly used as home decor. Besides their aesthetic value, their scent has calming and cooling properties. These flowers are no longer used in memorial rituals. The most recently recorded use of Witherblooms for honoring the deceased appears in a newspaper photo from about 100 years ago. It is believed to be a tradition from the Old Capital, or an even earlier era.
100 years ago? Why would she follow a tradition from that long ago?
What do you think, Proxy? Should we keep looking for her?
Of course. Now that we've got a new clue, we should hurry.
Belle's right. We don't know her final destination yet, but I'll map out a route so we can catch up. Let's move.
Cecilia and I are ready when you are, manager.